Hey there, welcome to Izzo's Place. Thirsty Thursdays. Let's do a bourbon review. So, the short that I placed out, recorded quite a long time ago. I honestly can't remember. Over a year, though. And what I did is the Blue Run Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It was picked by ADHD Whiskey, so he stuck a sticker on there. And it's a 24, and I believe the 24 references the fact that it's his 24th pick. But who wears a 24? I can't remember. Some basketball player wears a 24. I think he was doing it in honor of someone as well. It's been a minute, so I can't remember. But yeah, ADHD Whiskey picked this. 66.7% alcohol by volume, or 133.4 proof. These guys are expensive. This Blue Run. We'll go into it a little bit during the review. But I do. So let's talk about. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me just nose it and taste it. Let my body acclimate to the whiskey. And as you see, drank a little bit, drank enough to get some good here and there. And it's been over a year. Let's see if this thing is worth the $200 I spent on it. It's so annoying. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna nose and sip. I mean, I am getting some good aromas even without bringing the glass to my lips. So. Yeah, with that steep alcohol percentage, I definitely needed to just try that, and then we'll talk a minute, and then I can give you some good notes. It's a very simple bottle. I am a fan of the bottle. Got a cool shape. I like a big, thick, heavy bottle bottom there. It's unique. I don't think I've seen it's kind of got just like the barest little bit of taper on it. It's a good bottle. So, good job, guys. It's got butterflies all over it. We'll talk about that. I'll go over their website a little bit. And let's see. Let's see if I can see. Bottle number 174. The date they bottled it was 10/10/23. And probably I received it fairly quickly after this. So I probably did that neck pour in late 2023. And then the neck pour, let me go back to the neck pour real quick. So the neck pour, the nose, where's my notes? Got a honey caramel mix originally, but I remember also hearing something about black pepper in there, and then I had like a winter mint, winter green, however you want to call it, and black pepper on the palate. So I didn't think about notes when I just sipped it. I didn't want to think about them yet. Just want to let my body get used to the alcohol. So it's pretty hefty, 133.4. So with this kind of bottle, you could proof it down a little bit if you needed, which sometimes will open up the flavors. It'll make it last longer if you do that. That is quite nice. Is it $200 nice? I don't know. So I do get a little bit of winter mint, so I'm going to guess that this bourbon has a decent rye content. I don't know the mash bill. If I can find out, I'll let you know. I also get some sweetness, and it's like it's saying honeysuckle to my brain. So it's like honey, but it's very floral at the same time. So I'm calling it honeysuckle. So winter mint honeysuckle caramel. Into bubblegum. I get bubblegum all the time lately. Lights up the mouth nice. It's like fireworks in the mouth. That part's nice. It's got a nice long finish. Even better for $200. The sweet is caramel, mostly caramel. But there was other things, and I'm going to have to go back to it. Because it was a complex little pour, so I got to think about it a bit. I was getting cinnamon in there as well. Caramel, a little bit of cinnamon. I didn't get a repeat of the winter mint note that I got from the neck pour. but also it's just a lot. I probably should add a little bit of water to this. I'm gonna nose and taste it one more time. If I'm not satisfied that I've gotten enough notes for you, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. We'll proof it down and see how it goes. We'll unlock some more flavors. I don't know if there's any way to find out. I get a lot of rye notes on this. I've got wintermint, I've got vanilla. I think the vanilla is the bubblegum that I got at first because I don't smell the bubblegum anymore. I think in my mind it's translated to vanilla now. But that little hint of caramel's in there. And the honeysuckle. Nose is fantastic. Ooh, okay, that's weird. It's just a whisper of wintermint in there. I was getting mostly caramel on the front. Caramel, a little whisper of wintermint. In the middle, it was a bunch of tastes fighting in the middle. Got like a bready taste, but more like a pancake. Little hint of like a buttery taste, which went well with the pancake. Maybe those are earthy tones I'm getting. I think I'm getting confused on the earthy tones. There's some earthy stuff in the mid to back palate. I would say like some old wood, a little bit of leather. I don't think this is that old, so I'm surprised I'm getting like old notes like that. Maybe that's why they kind of tricked me. And on the back end, it's spicy. I'd say like little hint of black pepper, little cinnamon, little nutmeg. Ooh, it's been a minute since I edited out a cough. I'm going to go in one more time at this proof, and then I'm going to put some water in. And then we'll talk about the blue run and the website, and whether it's worth $200. Okay, that was weird. Hold on. Let's go ahead and roll this thing. Nose didn't change too much, except I got a hint of the wheat field I get on like a Irish whiskey. Although I didn't get the honeysuckle that time, so maybe the honeysuckle turned into like a sweet wheat on the nose. It's very neat. After the first swallow, I didn't get a hug, by the way. Body's acclimated to it. So definitely caramel and a little bit of cinnamon, because it's spicy all throughout, but it starts out sweet and it gets more spicy as the sip goes on. So it starts out caramel, whisper of wintermint, and cinnamon. In the middle, so the spice kind of goes away in the middle. It turns bready with bread and butter, buttered pancakes. That's what I'm getting. And then as it goes back to spice, boy howdy. And those earthy notes are there, and it's a long finish. It's a really nice long finish. Those earthy notes are there, so it's kind of earthy. It's like a flash of earthy, mostly spicy, and then an aftertaste of earthy. So it's like old wood, nutmeg, cinnamon, black pepper, and then old leather. So it's a complex little pour. I'm going to add just a little bit of water, and then we're going to go over the website, and then we're going to talk about value. Maybe I'll edit out me walking back and forth. And so just magically, I have water. Alright, so it's hard for you to see it. I've got just, I would say like a quarter of a teaspoon of water. Not that much, but this is a little, it might be a lot for something with not as much alcohol in it, but this is pretty high proof. So we'll just put in a little quarter teaspoon of water. roll this thing and we'll nose and taste it again. Oh wow, the nose is even better somehow. So don't be afraid to add water to stuff. I don't know if I do that enough on the channel. Don't be afraid to add water. Sometimes it works out quite well. So the water, I didn't get any new notes, but they got a little more intense somehow. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know the science behind it. I just know sometimes it happens. And actually, I didn't get it on the nose before. I get just a hint of that butter that I got later on the sip. Wow, that's funny. Of course, granted, I've talked about it for the last few sips, but the water somehow made everything, all the same notes, didn't change any of the notes, it just made them somehow more easy to identify. Alright, so I guess I'm adding water to my Blue Run when it happens. Alright, let's talk about the website. They don't have a lot, and I'm sure I could do some in-depth research, but I'm just going off what's on their website. So they say, bold, distinctive, inviting, Blue Run Spirits offers fine Kentucky whiskeys, carefully crafted to make every experience memorable. So honoring tradition, looking forward. Okay, so their master distiller is Jim Rutledge. He's a Bourbon Hall of Famer. We'll talk more about him in a little bit. And he's got 50 years of experience. He's joined by Shaylin Gammon, one of the youngest, most innovative leaders in the whiskey today. So they've been making whiskeys together at Blue Run. So their signature Butterfly, which I think I flashed to you earlier, Butterfly, symbolizes the metamorphosis of the world of whiskeys as we introduce our bourbons and ryes to a broader, more diverse generation of spirits enthusiasts. They won some awards, but you know what? Something won the Izzo Award for Best Whiskey of the Year. So, I don't trust awards. I trust reviews and people and my friends. Our story. Blue Run Spirits was founded by 5 people with one shared passion: great whiskey. Where did the name come from? Georgetown, Kentucky's Royal Spring, what co-founder Jesse McKnight called the Blue Run as a kid, home to the birthplace of bourbon back in 1789. We hope you enjoy our fine bourbons and rye whiskeys as much as we enjoy producing them. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me scroll through some bourbons. All right, let me look and see if I can find what I'm drinking here. So Emerald Rye, I don't think I've had that. Light Series, sold out. They got some sold out stuff, so that's nice. Golden Run Whiskey Batch 2, I think I had that one. I think I've reviewed it already. Kentucky Straight Home Rye Single Barrel. Holiday Rye Cask Strength. Straight High Rye Bourbon Whiskey. Blue Run Kentucky Straight. Blue Run Single Barrel. So this is a single barrel. Ooh, so this one on the website was aged 13.5 years. I don't think we got an age statement on this. This bottle contains a meticulously curated Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey that was chosen just for you. Hand-bottled by Blue Run Spirits Incorporated in Bardstown, Kentucky. But we do not have an age statement. But I mean, it's got good color. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's young. Got nice golden amber with red highlights. So, I don't think it's young. I don't think it's 13 and a half, though. My guess would be 6 to 8. Alright, here we go. Jim Rutledge, Liquid Advisor. Okay, so maybe he's not the master distiller. He's the Liquid Advisor. The iconic Jim Rutledge expertly approves Blue Run's bourbon selections and distills our new make bourbon. Rutledge, a 50-year veteran of the industry, is the former master distiller of Four Roses Bourbon. Enshrined in the inaugural class of Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame in 2001, he received a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2007 from the Malt Advocate, was named Ambassador of the Year by Whiskey Magazine in 2008. Rutledge was also the 13th inductee and only the second American into Whiskey Magazine's Global Hall of Fame in 2013. There you go. So there's a little bit. There's not a lot on the website, and like I said, I haven't done a ton of deep research, unfortunately. Sometime in the future, or if anyone has any questions, I'll look it up. But real quick, I think Coors, whatever company owns Coors, I think owns Blue Run. So let's see who owns Blue Run. Who owns Blue Run Spirit? Molson Coors. So Coors, Miller and Coors, or Molson Coors, excuse me. When did they acquire it? 75% in Blue Run Spirits in 2023. Purchase price included cash paid of $65 million. Woo! Molson Coors. What does Molson Coors own? What does Molson Coors own? Okay, Coors Light, Miller Lite, Blue Moon, Carling, Starro from Men, whatever that is. George Killian's Irish Red, St. Archer Gold, Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, Vizzy, Izzo should get a Vizzy, a beer brand that Molson Coors owns. I should look for that just for fun, just because it's almost got my name in it. Okay, so Molson Coors owns Blue Run. They bought him in 2023. Oh, you know what? Let me go back to Blue Run, buy online. So let's get to it. 3-age bourbon, whatever that means, trifecta, $180. Reflection 2, $100. Golden Rye Whiskey, $109. Emerald Rye Whiskey, $120. Then, of course, you got limited releases, which are going to get even more expensive. Like this single barrel. So this is a cast strength single barrel. I don't think it's that old. $200. Is it worth $200? No, it's not. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Don't mind owning one. But because of this, and I had, like I said, which one was it? Was it the Golden Rye? I had a Golden Rye whiskey, and I got that as a deal. I was buying other stuff, and I got a deal on that. I got it for like half price. So that was great. But it's just pretty expensive for what it is. It's good. It's just not $200 worth good. Like right now on secondary. Now, granted, I would have to pay shipping and tax, but right now on some websites, I could buy a Stag for $200, and if I'm going to spend $200 on this or $200 on a Stag, I'm going to get a Stag. It's good. It's just not $200 good. Well, even a Stag. Actually, no. Okay, let's take that back, because I managed to find 2 Stags while I was out west for $90 each. So I'm not paying $200 for a Stag again. I'm going to wait and find it cheaper than that. My new Stag price is $90. Like I'm never going to find it for that again. But yeah, $200. That's a lot. I mean, I like supporting ADHD Whiskey. I like his channel. Seems like a nice guy. A lot of the stuff that I get from him is delicious, and this is delicious too. I think this is more a $100 bottle. I don't think it's a $200 bottle. Well, that's okay. I have it, and now you know that Blue Run's a little expensive, and maybe you'll get one, maybe you won't. I don't know. That's all I can do for you. But it was a pleasure having you watch tonight, and I hope you'll stop by again to the Speakeasy, and I hope, especially as the Speakeasy grows and gets a little more finished, maybe we'll pull the camera back and you'll see wider vistas eventually. But in the meantime, if you're working, please work safely. If you're drinking whiskey, please drink responsibly. Do everything with a little bit of whimsy, and you're going to have a good time. And I will see you next time you're hanging out at Izzo's place. And Lauren. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm waiting for the fireplace to stop making noise. How you doing? All right, we'll throw a picture for Lauren. Hey, Lauren, smile. What do you think? Hip and edgy? Or do I look like, with the beard, do I look like an old man trying to be young? Half backwards. This is more me. It'll get cold in here. Not too cold, it's only 39 out. There we go.